People, which also come of Adam, who the Lord has not chose. Read that again.
As for the other people, which also cometh of Adam, thou art said they are nothing, but be like unto spittle.
The Lord said, the Most High power of this Bible said, that all of these nations that are round about us, that rule over us and oppress us and look down upon us, the Lord said, the creator of all things, he said that they are nothing but spit, man. Their worth is like spit. But we know.
At liken the abundance of them unto a drop that falleth out of a bucket.
So imagine that we have a bucket of water, right? And as we're carrying that bucket of water, there's some drips and drops that fall out. But you ain't gonna stop for that. You're gonna keep on stepping, right? Well, the Bible says that they're back unto those drops that fall from the vessel, man. The children of Israel, all the blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, you are as the greater hold of that vessel, man. You are as the greater hold of that vessel. You are as you understand, you are as the full body of that water in that bucket, man. Because the Lord cares about that. He don't care about the drips and the drops, but the Lord cares about you, black man. You understand? And as for that, we should remember that, man. But for far too long, the reason why we are in the condition that we're in, the reason why we're at the bottom, the reason why we're suffering and dying in these streets and dying as we do our basic chores and duties, man. Because why? We stray from our Father, man. Read them.
56. Verse 56. As for the other people, which also come of Adam, you have said that they are nothing, but be like unto spittle, and has likened the abundance of them, Salakia, of them into a drop that falleth from a vessel. And now, O Lord, behold, these heathen, which have ever been reputed as nothing.
So these people, these nations of people across the planet Earth, man, you understand, who have ever been reputed as nothing according to the Most High, man.
That's right.
According to the words of the Father, they have always been known as nothing. But something happened though.
Have become Salakia. And now, O Lord, behold, these heathen which have even been reputed as nothing have become to be lords over us.
They have become to be lords over us, man. They have become to rule over the children of Israel. You understand? These nations of people who the Most High called nothing, they rule over his children, man. You understand? Go ahead.
And to devour us. But we, thy people, whom thou hast called, thy firstborn, thy only begotten, and thy fervent lover, are given into the hands. If the world now be made for our sakes.
So we have been devoured, man. The transatlantic slave trade, man. The Christopher Columbus in 1492, man. That's when they devoured us, man. They have been devouring us ever since. And we have been devoured because we strayed from our Father, man. You understand? We have been devoured when they give us the Christianity and the Islam to defile the minds of our sons and daughters, to make them feel simple and weak. You understand? When a man can come into a grocery store and shoot us down, you know, the elderly of our people as well. The elderly and the weak that can't defend themselves, man. And our oppressor is such a coward, man. You're gonna attack and kill the elderly, the weak who cannot defend themselves, man.
That's right.
Get me Deuteronomy 28 and verse 54. That's like a 49, I believe. Right? You understand? Because it's prophesied in the Bible that our oppressor will be that way. It was prophesied in the Bible that our oppressor will have no honor, man. That our oppressor will be a weak, no backbone coward who will attack the elderly, man. You understand? He will never go down there in the ghettos. He will never go down there in the hood and do that. You understand? But he gave you that Christianity to make you dumb down, man, and weak. You understand? Read it.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse 49. The Lord shall bring a nation against thee from far, from the end of the earth,
this nation of people in the Bible, their symbol in history has always been the eagle, man. Ancient Greece, the eagle. Ancient Rome, the eagle. Ancient Spain, the eagle.
That's right.
You understand? And America today is that same eagle, man. The Edomites, man. That is their symbol in the Bible, the eagle. And these nations,
A nation whose tongue thou shalt not understand.
we did not understand their tongue when they came to us speaking English and Portuguese and French and all manner of other tongues. Go ahead.
A nation of fierce countenance, which shall not regard the person of the old.
They do not what?
Regard the person of the old.
When that devil went into the store in Georgia, you understand, he didn't regard the old man. When they had us in slavery, in shackles and in chains, he did not regard our elderly man. You understand? Go ahead.
Nor shew favor to the young.
We had when we was on those slave cotton fields, you understand, the sugarcane fields. He didn't have any favor to our young either, man.
That's
those
right.
5-year-old babies were doing what? Were standing by their mother while their mother was at the slave in the hot sun, man. They were in the hot sun too. And right in today, they put abortion clinics around your neighborhoods, man. And they put all these, the liquor stores and the alcohol and the corner shops, and they push all these things to our young to make them destroy each other, man. The drugs in our community, man, and the philosophies in our community. That's what they push to defile our young, man.
That's
They don't
right.
care about our elderly nor our young. Go ahead.
And he shall eat the fruit of thy cattle and the fruit of thy land.
Everything that we have, man. When in 1492 when Christopher Columbus came over, what did he do, man? He stole everything. Not only the people, but the wealth of the land and the land itself, man.
That's right.
You understand? Not only did they do it in 1492, but what they do when they brought us over to Jamaica, man? The fruit of the land is what comes from the land, man. And that's the land we was brought to in slavery. And even to this very day, in Jamaica, we don't even own the resources that grow out of the land. You know why? Because he took that too, man. He not only took us, but he took everything that we could even grow and to even build, rebuild and replenish ourselves. We don't own anything because he took everything, man. Go ahead.
Until thou be destroyed.
We have been destroyed, man. We have been destroyed to think that a nation of people that has no regard for our elderly nor our young, and has ever, always, and still is oppressing our people, man, and showing us no mercy. They have destroyed our minds to believe that we should love everybody, man. We aim to destroy our minds to believe that we should forgive everything they say and do, but then we hate our own brothers, man. That's how we're destroying black man. We are destroyed because we have done foolishness, man. Give me Psalm 55 and verse 21. We have done foolishly. And I'm gonna show you how we have done, how we have come to be in this state and condition, man. How is it that every nation of people, if another nation is attacking them and abusing them, they stand up and they fight? But how is it that our people, who everyone seems to envy and want to be like, but yet oppress, how is it that we don't seek that justice, man? How is it that we want to love them and be so lovey-dovey with everyone else around us when everyone else hates you, black man? I'm gonna show you how. Read that.
The book of Psalms 55 and 1. Salaki, the book of Psalms 55 and verse 21. The word of his mouth were smoother than butter.
The words of our oppressor's mouth were smoother than butter, man. When he gave us the Christianity, it was smooth, man. You understand? It sounded so good. When you die, you're going to go to heaven, man. And you're going to be with the angels and all the white people. It sounds so good, don't it? Everybody's going to be happy and hugging and kissing. Meanwhile, you was getting whipped, your mother's being raped, and your sons being put down like animals, man.
That's right.
But they took of this Christianity, this love. The same Christianity that is being preached today is the same Christianity that was preached back then, man.
That's right.
You understand? This is a little bit more subtle. You understand? A little bit more subtle than back in the day. But we understand that we have been deceived, man. We have been deceived to believe that we have to forgive these people who've gunned us down in the streets, these people who come into our communities, fill it with drugs, and then call us criminals. Hell no, man. The Bible says, I'm going to read what the Bible says, but we will.
But war was in his heart.
What?
But war was in his heart.
They gave us the Christianity and the Islam. It made it sound good. When you're in prison, you're rapping, you're doing all the drugs you've been selling, man, and all the things you've been doing to destroy your own brothers and sisters. You understand? And you was in prison, right? And they talked to you about Islam and the omnipotent stone and Mecca and all that BS, right? It sounded so good to you. But what?
But war was in his heart.
You know why? Because he told you that you can sell drugs to your brothers in the community and that stone will still love you. That's what he told you, black man. He told you that you can still oppress and destroy your own brothers, but that God, that he love you. You understand? Read again.
But war was in his heart.
In Christianity again, when they gun us down in these streets and they taught you that you must love and forgive everybody. But everybody around the earth does not love and forgive you, man.
That's right.
The reason why is because what?
But war was in his heart. His words were softer than oil. Yet were they thorn swords.
They were darn swords, man. They were swords, man, waiting to be used, waiting to stab you in the back, black man. And that's what they do, man. Every year they show you, man. Every year they show you how much they hate you. But what do? Because you have been so deceived, because you have been so bamboozled by the smooth, oily words that were like butter. You understand? You allow them to kill you every day, man. Every year, every day, every second. Because why? We have been bamboozled by their lies, man. Their smooth words have deceived us and and caused us to be at such a victimized state. And you know who else you can thank for that? You can thank your Christian pastor, man. You can thank your Christian pastor, that brother who's a sellout, who allowed you to believe these foolish fables, man, which has ever only defiled our communities and the minds of our people, man. You understand? You can thank him for being so what's the word, man? So docile, man, for rather, you understand? Being so docile and being so without a defense. But get me Ecclesiasticus in the Apocrypha, man. We're gonna find out what the Bible says, what it truly says about how we should treat our oppressor, man. How we should truly think about our oppressor and these enemies round about us, man. Who all they do is take from us and destroy us, man, and look out for their own. We're gonna find out what the Bible says, and if the Christian pastor would have taught you this, he would have saved your life, man. But you know what? The Christian pastor is a damn coward, man. He is a coward. He has allowed his brothers and sisters, he has fed to the wolves and the sheep and the lions and the bears, man. The Christian pastor has fed you to these wolves because why? He only cares about his damn self, man. The Christian pastor is a coward, man. And he has no authority to teach this Bible, man. He has no authority to teach these words out of this book, man. Because why? He is a slimy snake and a dog. And he better repent and come back, come into the ISUPK and learn how to be a man. Not a feeble coward, man. Read that. You understand? We have to remember that we have been bamboozled, man. Because why? Your Christian pastor teaches you that you have to love your enemies, right? Not regarding the context of what is being written and when it's being written, who's it being written to. When it says the Bible says love your enemies, it means love that black man in the ghetto just like you, man. When it says love your enemies, it means love that Hispanic or Native American just like you. It don't mean to forsake your brothers and sell drugs to them in your community, but then love the enemies that are actually killing you in these streets, man, and are feeding these drugs into your communities and allowing you to fester in this circle of self-hatred, man. We should forget about our oppressor, and we should know this as well. Read that.
The book of Ecclesiasticus, chapter 12, verse 10. Never trust thy enemy.
Never do what?
Never trust thine enemy.
A black man, Hispanic man, Native American man. If you don't know who your enemy is, I'm going to show you, man. The people that gun you down in these streets, man. The people that have you in these low state and condition, man. People that made you build up the UK and receive all the benefits from our foreparents' work and suffering. They are your enemies, black man. These nations round about you, they show you every day that they are your enemies, man. The Christian pastor is a damn long, man. He has allowed you to be docile and weak and to forsake all sense, man. He has allowed you to forget who your enemies are, man. But your oppressor, the devil the Bible speaks of, he never forgets to remind you that he is your enemy, man. He kills our elderly without any regard for their life, man. He oppresses our young and feeds them the lies and the drugs within our community without any regard, no compassion, no mercy. And then when he does that, he puts our people in that condition, and then he calls us criminals, man. Damn that. Our oppressor, the white man, is the devil. You understand? Es blanco, hombre, es el diablo. He's the devil the Bible speaks of, man. And he's oppressed our brothers in this society. You understand? We have for far too long allowed ourselves to be oppressed, man. For far too long we have allowed ourselves to be deceived and to be bamboozled. But the Bible says, read that.
Never trust thine enemy.
Go ahead.
For like as iron rusted, so is his wickedness.
Just like you know that iron eventually will rust, man. It's just how we know that our oppressor will eventually, he's going to stab you in the back, man. Just like how we know for certain that iron will rust, is how we know that the white man, the Arab man, the East Indian man, the African man, the Chinese, the Japanese, just how we know that iron rusted is just how we know that these oppressors and their religions are for our downfall, man. We should never trust our enemies. And if your Christian pastor put you down, maybe those brothers and sisters may be alive, man. Maybe those brothers and sisters may be still alive. Maybe Mark Duggan, Rashawn Charles, Eric Garner, you understand? Trayvon Martin, George Floyd. Maybe these brothers will still be alive. But you know what? For far too long we have been deceived by our oppressor, man. We have been bamboozled and lied to. And we should wake up, man. We should wake up because the Lord is allowing these things to plague us to show you the reality, man. To show you that this is not your rest, black man. This is not your rest. This is the land that your foreparents worked in, man. Your foreparents built the wealth of this land, and everyone else reaps the benefits other than you. Everyone else lives good other than you, man.
That's right.
Read that again.
Never trust thine enemy, for like as iron rusted, so is his wickedness. Though he humble himself and go crouching, yet take good heed and beware of him.
Though he go crouching, he smiles in your face. He gives you Christmas, it sounds and feels good. He gives you Easter and Halloween and all manners of unclean holy days, man. He tells you you can eat whatever you want, you can be whatever you want, black man. You can do whatever you want. You understand? But though he go crouching, though he smile in your face and bangs that tambourine and gives you a sweet song that sounds good, man. Read.
And thou shalt be unto him as if thou hast wiped a looking glass, Salakia, and thou shalt know that his rust had not been altogether wiped away.
His rust, he will always reveal himself, man. He will always reveal who he is because he can't help it, man. He is an animal. He cannot help his true nature to be a destructive beast on the earth, man.
That's right.
He doesn't just destroy our people. He destroys the very air we breathe, man. He destroys the seas and the lands that they be barren. He destroys the seas that they be defiled and bring forth no life, man. And you can't even drink it. That's what our oppressor does, man. He destroys everything, man. And the Lord will destroy him too.
That's right.
The Lord will bring forth judgment for all their crimes, man. You understand? Give me Proverbs 11 and 21, brother Bashar. The Lord will never forget his crimes that he's committed. 11 and 21. The Lord has not forgotten, man. Your Christian pastor has forgotten, but the Most High has not, man. You're banging that tambourine in Sunday service. You bowing to that roll, that stone in Mecca, man. You understand? You think you can abandon your brothers and get high and only think about your damn self? The Lord remembers these things, man. And this Bible is a very real book, man. And we're about to see it, man. We're about to see the levels of judgment that will be committed and executed on these lands, man. Read that.
The book of Proverbs, chapter 11, verse 21. Though hand join in hand, the wicked shall not be unpunished.
Though we join hand in hand with these other nations, man. Though we think we can hug them in the Christian church and bow to their stone in Mecca and the mosque. Though we think we can love their religions and love them in hugs and kisses. Read it again. Though what?
Though hand join in hand, the wicked shall not be unpunished.
Though you love them and hug them and prefer their life better than your own brothers, the wicked will not go unpunished, man.
That's right.
The Lord's judgment will stand and will be executed, man, in the perfect way. You understand? All that this land has taken from us, it will all be remembered, man. The Lord hasn't forgotten, man. I know your Christian pastor has forgotten, man. I know that minister in the church that's running her mouth and talking to men and talking down to men in that church. I know she's forgotten. I know these celebrities, these superstars, man, that have always given their life, and you think they got wisdom. I know they have forgotten you. I know they've forgotten their people, man. But you know what I also know? I know what the Lord said. Read that again.
Though hand join in hand, the wicked shall not be unpunished, but the seed of the righteous shall be delivered.
The seed of the righteous shall be delivered, man. Give me Lamentations 4 verse 18, man. Because they like to give us to these other nations, man. They like to vote and protest and all that nonsense, man. When all that is just wasting your damn time, black man. Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans have no place to be trying to conform to this place, man. We should pay our bills, do what we can to survive, and only look to ourselves, man. So
The book of Lamentations, chapter 4, verse 18. They hunt our steps.
They do what?
They hunt our steps.
They always hunt our steps, man. This is not the elderly. This is not the young. You understand? This is not the elderly. This is not the young. They have always hunt our steps, man. Or they will send us strong men to go fight and die for them and find no level of gratitude, man. Meanwhile, why would we fight for them when they know that they have never given us any type of appreciation for all that we have suffered and endured, man?
Right?
The very fact that they even have banks in this country is because of the bloodshed of my forefathers, man. Because of the lies and the wickedness that will be answered, man. That will be judged, man. You understand? Go ahead.
That we cannot go in our streets.
We can't even go in our own little communities. You know why? Because not only are they patrolling and gunning us down like animals and lynching us whenever they can. Not only are they doing that, but they are infesting our communities with drugs and weapons, man. And what are we with the philosophies of Christianity, with the philosophies of Islam, which is so rampant within our communities? What have we got? We have got weapons, drugs, and religions that cause us to hate ourselves. And that is how they allow us not to walk in our own streets, man. That's how we can't walk in the streets, because why? They have made it so much that our brothers are the ones we have to watch out for. Because they have defiled their minds and given them the drugs and the weapons to kill each other with.
That's
man.
right.
You understand? Go ahead.
Our end is near.
Our end, you understand? For a long time it looks that way. When they look at Jamaica Rice and Trayvon Martin and George Floyd and Eric Garner, you understand? And all those elderly brothers and sisters. You understand? Even though it seems like as if they have some, you understand, they may have been forgotten. The Lord, or it seems like we're going to be finished, but damn it, we are still here, man. It seems like we was going to be extinct, man. It seems like we was going to go and be an extinct race of people. But understand this, man, we are still here, man. But their end is near, black man. Know this, man. When they smile in your face, when they look at your oppression and have no compassion, know that their end is near, black man.
That's right.
Their judgment and their destruction and their suffering is near, man. You understand? Any more on that? Go ahead.
Our days are fulfilled, for our end is come.
You understand? Our end has come because why? We have been oppressed for so long, man. Drop that. Give me Jeremiah 30 verse 13, brother. Because why? For far too long we have been deceived, man. We have 30.
The book of Jeremiah, chapter 30 and verse 13. There is none to plead thy cause.
There is none to plead thy cause, black man. When you look to these governments and you want to vote and you want to join hand in hand with all these different movements, when you look around in your community, there is none pleading for you, man. When you want to love the Africans, they're not pleading for you, man. When you want to love the Arabs and the East Indians, there's no one pleading for you. When you want to love the white man and every other nation of people out here, there is no one pleading for you, black man. Go ahead.
That thou mayest be bound up. Thou hast no healing medicine.
No one has given us that healing medicine, man. When every other nation suffers, they find that healing medicine. Someone speaks on their behalf. Somebody cares about them. But black man, Hispanic man, Native American man, no one pleads for you, man. Nobody pleads for you.
That's right.
The Lord sees you, man. The Lord is not blind, man. He understands what goes on. He understands the reality of this world that you live in. And he knows why. Because why we want to love everybody else and hate ourselves, man.
That's right.
Freedom.
All thy lovers have forgotten thee.
All your lovers, black man, all the lovers in the Christian church, they don't looking about you. All your lovers in the mosque, they don't looking about you, black man. When you want to serve these false gods and serve these religions and follow these other nations, they ain't looking about you, black man. It's only you have to look about yourself. And we should forsake joining hand in hand with the wicked, man. We should forsake joining hand in hand with nations of people that don't care about you, black man.
That's right.
Go ahead. Any more on that? Go ahead.
They seek thee not, for I have wounded thee with the wound
They don't seek
of an enemy.
They don't seek you, black man. They don't care about you. They look about what you can produce for them. They want to see you make music and entertain them, make them money. They want to see you play sports and make them money. But when it comes to your suffering, when it comes to your justice, they don't look about you, black man. And all till now, you didn't know that it was prophesied in the Bible, because the blacks in the transatlantic slave trade and the natives of North, Central and South America are the true biblical Israelites, man.
That's right.
Only we suffer these things, man.
Right.
You understand anymore? Go ahead.
With the chastisement of a cruel one.
The Lord has allowed us to be chastised with the cruel one, man. The murderer, man. Our oppressor is a murderer. He has no backbone and he's a coward too, man. You're going to attack the weak that can't defend themselves. But those brothers in the community that you fed Christianity to, that you fed Islam to, that you've given drugs and weapons to destroy themselves with, you ain't going to do nothing to them. Because why? It's all a part of his scheme and a plan, man. And that's been his plan since he brought us over here, man. Give me Leviticus 26 and verse 17. You understand?
26.
Leviticus 26 and verse 17. We should never forget the crime that have been committed against the residue of our people, man. You know why? Because the fake Jew, the Jewish man, he still gets reparations to this day, man. He still gets reparations for an act that was done against his people, right? That can't even compare to what we suffer, man. To what we have suffered and what we still suffer to this day, man. You understand? And damn anyone who has been against that, man. You understand? We have not found any justice in this place, man. We have found no justice in this earth. But the Lord shall deliver it, man. The Lord God, most high power, Yahweh,
He will deliver us. That's right.
That's right.
Read that.
The book of Leviticus, chapter 26, verse 13. The book, chapter 26 and verse 17. And I will set my face against you, and ye shall be slain.
Drop back to 14, he's going to drop back to 14 and we're going to get the context. And we're going to find out why we are suffering these things, black man. Why it was prophesied for us to suffer this way, man. Why are we dying and been dying since over 450 years, man? You understand? Why are we dying and been dying, man? But I'm going to show you the Bible why, man. Read that.
The book of Leviticus, chapter 26, verse 14. But if ye will not hearken unto me, I will do not all these commandments.
Go ahead.
And if ye shall despise my statutes.
So if we despise the laws and the commandments that was given unto our foreparents, man, jump to 17. You understand? Are you ready?
And I will set my face against
The
you.
Lord set his face against our people, man. That's why we suffer so greatly, man. That's why we suffer like no one else. Because the Lord, our Father, who chose us, who loves us. If you have any children and you love them, you will punish them, man. Right. Other children that are not your own, you ain't going to punish them. You understand? You ain't going to punish them the same way. But the Lord said, because we went astray from his laws and his ways, man. Go ahead.
And ye shall be slain before your enemies.
Go ahead.
They that hate you shall reign over you.
That's why we suffer to this very day, man. That's why you can go back all the way to 70 AD until all the way to 2022, and that's why we've been suffering, man. Because the Lord has given us into their hand, man. We have been allowed, and we haven't got our heads. Because why? We want to love everybody else, man. We want to follow everyone else's religions and philosophies, man. And we want to forsake what is ours. And because of that,
And ye shall flee when none pursueth you.
go ahead.
And if ye will not get for all.
That's up to 17 to 18. And if ye will not yet all. Very bad. We're down here at 17. Set my face against you.
Verse 17. And I will set my face against you, and ye shall be slain before your enemies.
We will be slain before our enemies, man. That's what happened the other day, man. You understand, in Jordan. That's what's been happening for over 400 years, man. We have been being slain by our enemies, black man. You need to wake up and stop trying to love everyone who don't love you, man. That is the reality of this world. But thanks to Christianity and Islam, you live in a fairy tale, man. You can see the struggle that you have in your community. You can see the struggle that we've been going through, man. The death and the oppression.
That's
right. You don't want to acknowledge the facts. And the Lord said you had enemies, man. And those are the ones who are killing you, black man. Putting you down and putting you in positions to hate yourself and to destroy yourself, man.
Right.
This is where you are, man. And you should never forget it, man. You should never forget who you are, man. You are the sons and daughters of Israel, man. That's who you descend from. You are Israelites, man. And you should never forget these things, man. You should never forget that it was prophesied of years ago that you will be slain before your enemies, man. You understand? You know what I mean? It ain't nothing new. Get me Ecclesiastes 8 and 11. We never forget the crimes committed against our people, because why? We ain't found justice for the oldest one, man. We still ain't found justice for what happened in 70 AD when they took our land and extinguished us out of our own land and called themselves Jews, man. That's a crime committed against them. That's called what? What's that called, Alban? Identity theft, man. We have the crime of identity theft, man. Them being slain and murdered and enslaved, you understand, and abused and killed unjustly, man. We have never found justice in this place, man. And the only place we're going to find justice is if we serve the Most High Power, Yahweh, man.
That's right.
Read that book, sir.
The book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 8, verse 11. Because sentence against an evil work is not executed speedily.
So understand this, just because that all these things that have been committed against the children of the Most High have not been executed speedily, just because the judgment has not been executed, man, just because the gavel has not hit the deck, just because you are freely roaming the lands and get benefiting from our demise and suffering. Read.
Therefore, the heart of the sons of men is fully set in them to do evil.
Go back to listen. Okay, yeah, go ahead.
Verse 11.
No.
Verse 12. Though a sinner do evil and 100 times, and his days be prolonged, yet surely I know that it shall be well with them for that fear God.
So know this, man. You can commit these crimes and abuse the residue of the Lord's people, man. But this ain't forgotten, man. You understand? The Lord has not forgotten it. Your Christian pastor, he has forgotten it, man. He don't give a damn about his people, man. You understand? All those sellouts in Hollywood and on the media, they don't give a damn about you, black man. You're sold out. But the Lord has not forgotten you. Read on.
Which fear before him, but it shall not be well with the wicked.
It shall what?
Not be well with the wicked.
What? It will be well with those that fear the Most High. That's meaning what? We see the unrighteousness that our oppressor commits against our people, man. We see the suffering that has been inflicted upon us by all these nations, man. But it is well with us because you know why? We know our power, man. We know the Most High, and we know that His word is true. But it shall not be well with the wicked. Read that again. It shall not be well with the wicked.
But it shall not be well with the wicked.
It shall not be well with our oppressors, man. It shall not be well with those who choose to sell out their people, man. It shall not be well for those who have oppressed the blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. It shall not be well for them. Read.
Neither shall he prolong his days,
Go ahead.
which are as a shadow, because he feareth not before God. There is a vanity which is done upon the earth, that there be just men, unto whom it happeneth according to the work of the wicked. Again, there be wicked men, to whom it happeneth according to the work of the righteous. I said that this also is vanity.
Right. Meaning what? It is nothing for the Most High. If you got a question, just ask me. If you got a question, stand to the front for me, yeah? You got a question? You got a question? Okay, that's fine. You understand? Know that it is nothing for the Lord to bring forth His judgment, man. He is counting the numbers. He's counting the days, man. He's counting the minutes. And it's coming, man. You understand? It ain't nothing for the Most High to bring forth the judgment that our oppressor needs, man, and will surely get. It is nothing for the Most High to surely bring all these nations down to nothing, to rubble. And this new kingdom will come in and will usher in a new kingdom and a new rulership over this earth, man. You understand? One that the righteous will rule, man.
That's right.
That's it on that. Psalms 149 verse 5. Yeah? 149 verse 5. You understand? It is nothing for the Most High to set forth His hand against these nations, man. But the time is coming, man. And every time you step past that line, every time you abuse the children of Israel, He has not forgotten it, man. And as for blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, you should also recognize that your time is coming too, man. You better come in here and serve your power, man. You better come in here and commit to your customs and your ways, man. And stop following these heathens, man. You should stop following their doctrines, man. Because why? We have only been suffering, and we're going to suffer even more if you continue to serve these enemies of ours, man. Read that.
The book of Psalms, chapter 149, verse 5. Let the saints be joyful in glory.
Uh-huh.
Let them sing aloud upon their beds.
Uh-huh.
Let the high praises of God be in their mouth.
Go ahead.
And a two-edged sword in their hand.
And know this, man, we should have great joy. We should have great joy in serving the Most High and being patient, man. We should have great joy in being patient. Read on.
To execute vengeance upon the heathen.
On to do what?
To execute vengeance upon the heathen.
That's what the Bible says, man. Right. Read that one more time, man.
To
From the top.
let the saints be joyful in glory.
Let the true saints, man, which are blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, man. Let the true saints have the glory, man. Be proud and happy and serve the God. Come to your father, man, and come and keep the laws that was given unto your foreparents, man. And it is a great joy. Go ahead.
Let them sing aloud upon their beds.
Let us sing aloud upon our beds, man, and be joyful. Go ahead.
Let the high praises of God be in their mouth.
Go ahead.
And a two-edged sword in their hand.
You know why? Because the true saints of the Most High know this Bible, man. The true saints of the Most High are happy and joyful, not because we're in captivity, not because we're banging a tambourine on Sunday, not because we're in the same condition that we're in, but why? Why should we be joyful, man? Read that.
To execute vengeance upon the heathen.
That is why blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, when they truly come back to their power, that is why you should be joyful, man. Not be a good, simple, dumb slave banging that dumb tambourine or bound to that dumb stone. No, we should be joyful in knowing that we shall be allowed to execute vengeance upon our enemies, man. If you've got a question, I'm right here. Stand to the front if you've got a question. You understand? We should stand and be joyful in the sight of our power, man. Because the Lord will allow vengeance, man. The Lord is a just power, and He shall allow us to execute vengeance upon our enemies, man. When the time is given, man. When the time is right, when our King returns, we shall be joyful. Because why? We will have vengeance, man, and we will truly have justice that we have never had for over 500 years, man. You understand? You ain't gonna hear that in your Christian church, man. Because why? He is a no-backbone coward and a good slave, man. You understand? Read on.
And punishments upon the people.
Go ahead.
To bind their kings with chains.
To bind their kings with chains. What does that mean? Meaning all these world leaders, all the governments of our enemies, man, the governments of our enemies shall be bound in chains, man, for their crimes against blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. Go ahead.
And their nobles with fetters of iron.
And their nobles, man, they're famous ones, the ones of renown in this vile kingdom, man. They will be brought down. Go ahead.
To execute upon them the judgment written. This honor have all his saints.
And this is an honor of the saints of the Most High, man. Honor is not banging a tambourine in no damn church, black man. Honor is not allowing your brothers selling drugs and killing each other, man. Honor is not bowing to no dumb stone, man. Honor is not burning weed, man, and being high at your damn mind. But honor is truly understanding that the power of your forefathers, man, the most high power of your foreparents, will execute judgment, man. He will execute vengeance upon his upon the enemies of his people, man. That is the true glory, man. Any more on that? No sweat. Let me get one more precept. If I get one more precept, let me Zephaniah 2 and verse 1. You understand? Because understanding this, that we have a duty, man. Blacks of the transatlantic slave trade and natives of North, Central, and South America. You have a duty on this earth, man. You have a duty to come back to your power and serve Him, man. And forsake all that we have learned in this vile place, man. Forsake all the love that you have
for the people that hate you, man. Forsake all that Christianity and that good old slave doctrine, man. Forsake all of that and do this.
The book of Zephaniah, chapter 2, verse 1. Gather yourselves together, yea, gather together, O nation, not desired.
We are the nation that is not desired, black man. We are the nation that has been commanded to gather ourselves together, man. Stop joining hand in hand with the heathen and go and give all compassion and all love that you have.
Nobody tell you cry. You know why? Because I never saw you before. But you are a black man like me. And it's worth something.
My whole life was trying to find something to follow. Had loyalty, every man tried to borrow. Felt pain and a lot of sorrow. Got betrayed, so packed, I didn't even have my heart broke. Living confused, about to lose hope. Cops got me on the side of the road like a sideshow. Need an antidote before I croak. Now I'm setting fire to rhythm man blues, call this guitar smoke. Rebel with no cause, trying to find direction. The world got me vexed. Picked up a bad liquor habit that's hereditary from oppression. Felt like my life was on fire, trying to find an exit. Now look, 10 G's plus a good record. Sometimes a follower is a soldier, trying to find a good shepherd. Plus when you in hell, how do you excel? Wisdom the breath of life, I don't believe in fairy tale. Listen well to what I tell. No calling can cause pain. Something that a rebel knows very well. Can't you tell I was sent from the Lord? Got a tongue like a two-edged